There's a question that keeps popping in my head. Should I keep posting or just give up? I have been posting in the channel since June last year. That's 7 months ago, and you will think that by now my channel will explode and make me $1 million. But the truth is that it hasn't been that way at all. And I know that is something that's not only happened to me, but to many other small creators out there. And you will wonder, what is it that keeps me going? And reflecting on that question, there is one single thing that keeps me going to this day. And that is that when I started creating content, I didn't do it with the pretension or misconception that I would blow up with the first video. I knew that what I was doing was hard, and that many of the skills you need to become a content creator, I didn't have them at the time. And it would take me some extra time to learn them. And one other thing that I keep in my mind is that the algorithm is not the one to blame when your videos don't perform or your channel doesn't grow. You are the one making your videos, scripting, editing them. The algorithm doesn't do that. Think of the algorithm as a distribution machine. It will distribute your content, and if people like it, it will push it to more people. And if they don't, then it won't push it. But it's up to you to create something that people like and connect with. Now, if you're still thinking about quitting or stop posting, I will tell you 4 reasons why I think you shouldn't. When you're starting, content isn't about views, it's about skill building. Think about it like this. Every of those first videos you post, you get better at something. You get better at talking to the camera, you get faster and better at scripting, you improve your editing, you learn what feels natural and what people connect with. But the problem is that most of us quit before even becoming decent at any of this because we don't see results fast enough. We get impatient and overthink everything. And the truth is that you're a little bit better than what you were at video 1. And if you don't believe me, you can test this yourself. Show your video number 1 and number 5 or 10 to another person, and I'm sure that they will see the improvement. Or you can watch it yourself, and I'm sure that you will see the difference too. This is my first video, and this is me now. When nobody watches your content, it feels like proof that you're failing. But invisibility isn't failure, it's the starting phase. Almost every creator you admire spend months and years posting into silence, wondering if it would ever work. The difference isn't talent, luck, or timing, it's that they didn't stop during the part where nothing was happening. We need to understand that growth online is delayed, not instant, and platforms need time to understand your content. Audiences need repetition before trust form, and you need time to develop your voice and confidence. And none of that shows up immediately in your views. And I know that quitting feels logical when results are 0. But quitting doesn't protect you from failure, it just guarantees it. Because once you stop, your chances drop to 0. But if you continue, your chances stay alive. Most creators don't fail because they weren't capable. They fail because they left too early. And growth rarely looks like steady improvement. It usually looks flat, 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 and then suddenly something clicks. But that only happens if you're still there when it does. Most people think one great video will change everything, but platforms don't work like that. Algorithms don't understand effort or talent. They understand data, clicks, watch time, and engagement. And the only way to generate that data is through volume. Every video is a test. One failure means nothing. Even 10 failures mean nothing. It just means the system and you are still learning. Consistency allows the algorithm to understand who your content is for, and it allows you to discover what topics, styles, and hooks actually works. A talented creator who posts regularly gives luck very few chances. A consistent creator gives luck many chances. One video eventually hits better than another, and momentum starts building, but only if you stay active long enough. Consistency doesn't guarantee success, but inconsistency guarantees failure. Growth comes not from perfection, but from repetition. Posting when people watch builds external confidence, likes, views, validation. Posting when nobody watches builds internal confidence, self-trust, discipline, and identity. When there's no audience, you are forced to decide, Do I still show up if no one claps? Every time you post anyway, you teach your brain that you don't need permission to act. That builds confidence based on action, not outcomes. Over time, you stop seeing yourself as someone trying and start seeing yourself as someone who shows up. That identity shift is powerful. Most people only feel confident when results are good, but creators who last build confidence by keeping promises to themselves. And that kind of confidence doesn't disappear when views drops, it compounds. So all that is left for me to say is that don't give up. Your breakthrough will come. You just have to keep posting, keep improving. Thanks for watching, and I see you in the next one.